Is Stephen Alexander with another BSFS. Didn't eat that old-fashioned donut. You know you wanna. Book review. Donuts. Thank you, otherworldly voice in my head. You're welcome. One of the most important aspects of writing books is advertising and marketing. You want to let readers know your book is out there. But there are times when you don't want certain readers to know your book is out there. Like me. I put this book on the late season back burner while I covered other products. I had just finished covering the epically long When Night Falls book when I checked the BSF page on Facebook to post the latest video. Lo and behold, MG Hardie put a link to the book on the page. How convenient! That was one of the next free books in the queue! Wonderful! Thanks for the reminder. Hey, and it's highly rated. I'm in for a treat. Well, I wasn't. Unless you like those cheap, gluten-free, molasses-flavored cookies from the dark end of the organic section of Safeway. So, what went wrong? First, I'll explain the story. Devin, a man hustling at a financial company in Atlanta, drives home and on the way finds an interesting package for his wife. It's some sort of AR glasses, and with these glasses, he sees strange shadowy men in the background. He experiments with the glasses and finds them interesting and terrifying. On the way home the next day, his house explodes, killing his wife and daughter. He is rescued by a human from another Earth. His Earth is in some sort of interdimensional connection with their Earth, and radiation from Earth Wi-Fi is making his people sick, and he hates humans, but he wants to save Devin because he thinks he can do something about it. He warns him about them, the shadowy people that blew up Devin's house and influenced world disasters to his people's liking. After barely escaping another attack by them, Devin travels the world and learns about his new superhuman abilities and the danger them poses to the world. But he isn't happy about humanity either. So we've got a cool premise and an interesting hero's journey arc. What could go wrong? What didn't I like about the story? Have you heard the phrase, author filibustering, before? It's a trope where you encounter characters rambling about something in such a way that you think the author is talking directly to the reader rather than the character. Filibustering in the legislative sense is when someone does to deny a motion from coming to a vote by talking for a very long time. And boy, is there a lot of inner monologuing and soul searching, and humanity is badding that it makes you wonder if he's really on the side of them. And it gets worse. Remember the Fountainhead? It's like that, but with two people arguing rather than one person ranting in a court about why rich people deserve to pay no taxes or accept no controls. The argument would have been interesting to read if the bad guys behind them were not nearly gods themselves, and thusly their actions helped create the human governing system they both despise. I wound up skipping pages because it was so repetitive, and there was no redemptive fight scene at the end to make the payoff have value. Look, I get it. Hating on humanity is popular in sci-fi, but you can't write a story like this with ultra-powerful villains who, if they tried harder, could have used the energy they made to make them. Instead, use it to stop the rifts or jam the radiation. It breaks the plot and annoys the reader. Well, it annoys me. Also, while there are a few grammatical errors, there were a few of substance that made it hard for me to interpret some scenes. You don't want your readers guessing what's going on in a scene because you missed a key noun or adverb. Trust me on this. My recommendation: if you like preachy stories about the awfulness of mankind, you'll like this book. If you like the idea of paranormal sci-fi horror, you won't like this book as much because there wasn't as much of it. I didn't see too many scenes that could frighten kids, but the themes and navel gazing will bore them. I give them a hazy score of 2.5 out of 5 stars. I blame it on them. Got any ideas, suggestions, or works for me to review? Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Next week, looking at a bestseller called Kingdom Cold. You haven't heard of it? Maybe it wasn't a bestseller.